Thank you for joining me today for another marketing mindset rehab discussion. Today, we're going to talk about an equation to develop the targeted marketing programs. If you have a marketing strategy, this helps, but it helps even more when you don't have marketing strategy in place. A lot of times organizations, for whatever reason, they're very nervous about marketing strategies. They feel like they take too long and they don't follow them even when they make them. But the strategy can help the marketer with regards to gathering data, but even if there's no strategy, this equation will help you immensely. So the equation is designed to do 5 things. So it helps you create a targeted message. Check, that's great. It helps you identify the right budget, which is very important when you're starting a program. You've got to know what dollars are allocated to that specific program. And you can do that. It also helps you identify the resources needed. If the project's very big, you might need additional resources like outside writers. And it also depends on how big your marketing department is. And then finally, there's reporting. The reporting, and I shouldn't say finally because that's number 4, and I said there were 5 things. So number 4 is that it helps you really get specific with your reporting. By using this equation, you learn and you get information that allows you to identify exactly what you have to report on with regards to the results of this program. And then finally, it prevents you from the project getting derailed. Nothing's worse than when you're working on a marketing project that's very important, and people keep pulling at you in different directions with regards to adding or subtracting or doing multiple marketing projects and trying to squeeze them all into that same project. And what happens is it gets derailed, and you're doing so much in that marketing program that it really starts to become very soft, and the results are very weak, because a lot of times when you're trying to talk to everyone, you'll end up talking to no one. And the goal of this equation is to help you stay targeted as possible, so this way you can deliver powerful results for your organization. So the equation has 2 components. The first is destination. So the destination is around questions with regards to, okay, who are we talking to? Are we trying to get, keep, or grow? Are we trying to achieve a specific goal? What specific goal are we trying to achieve? You have to keep digging until you get all the way down to the destination of what you're trying to achieve. And then the guardrails, which is the second component of the equation, is more questions around why do you want to do this? Is it focused on getting more leads? Is it focused on opportunities, and all the while you have to make sure that everyone, sales and marketing, understands leads and opportunities the same. Is it to sell a particular solution to a client, but what particular solution are you trying to sell, and which quadrant or component of customers are we going to focus on? So it's the destination plus the guardrails, which is guardrails also can be changed to why, the whys around the program. So destination plus guardrails will give you the foundation in order to start building your project. And when you're getting ready to build your project, in your marketing project, and what I'm talking about here, I just want to go back a little bit. I am focused on the healthcare B2B space, and that is not a very exciting space to market. And I say that even though I've been in the industry for 30 years, for me, it's exciting. I love the healthcare space and I love marketing in that space. But a lot of times there's so many restrictions and guidance and things it can get a little difficult to be exciting around. But when you're starting a project, if you think about it like a brick of clay, I want you to say to yourself, okay, when I have this brick of clay, I need to develop a vision. And I get that vision from asking the question. And that's what the equation helps you do. The equation helps you get down and ask those questions. So this way you can get a vision of the project. And then as you get all the questions answered and you get the foundation, now you can understand what kind of tools you need in order to whittle away that piece of clay to make the perfect, statue or element, or so on and so forth. So if you think about it as a specific piece of clay, it's kind of like putting guardrails around your project, because if someone else comes and says, well, I think your program needs to also include, clients that have been around for 10 years, but we said, but the initial brick of clay program is really on clients that are brand new or whatever. So this equation and this thought process is not to stop you from having those other programs. It's for you to recognize that each is a different brick of clay that needs to be managed separately. And this is going to help you, especially in your reporting and in your messaging. So think of it as a piece of clay, a brick of clay that has to be whittled and honed and worked on in order to create that perfect marketing program. So when you're thinking about marketing in the B2B space, and you have all these different individuals coming to you, or if you're thinking about it as if you're the executive and you want marketing to do all these things, allow them to ask the questions, allow them to create the guardrails around the different programs, because what that's going to do is actually help you get better results for your organization. So this way they can create the programs that will specifically answer each one of the goals that you have outlined. And as a marketer, it allows you to be organized. It allows you to get away from the order taker mentality and get very strategic, because you're using an equation, you're asking the right questions, you're thinking of each program as a different vessel or brick of clay that needs to be worked on. And this will really change how you think about your different programs, especially if you don't have a strategy in place. Thank you for joining me today. If you want to learn more about the foundational question and how to implement it in your day-to-day marketing, please feel free to reach out to me at cvstrategicmarketing.com/growth-solutions, and let's work out ways to help you be successful with this equation. My focus is helping healthcare organizations get their technology services and solutions to the providers that need them, so this way they can help patients. And if your marketing needs a mindset rehab, I'm here for you. So again, I look forward to chatting with you anytime at www.cvstrategicmarketing.com/growth-solutions.